Say, did you want a special place for your heads?
My what?
Your heads. The heads of your enemies. To display them. That's what samurai do, isn't it?
Not this samurai.
Just trying to help.
Our lord is not well. What business do you have? They are curt, though they mean well. These are not friendly times.
I am looking for Lord Ise Satatame.
You have found him. You had better come inside. You must forgive my servants. They thought you were sent by my brother.
Your clan name. Your brother's Ise Sadoki, Mitsuhide's son-in-law.
You know him?
We've met. He's not very easy to forget.
Then you know what he has become. Though he was not always that way. We were once close. Until he did this.
Sadaoki did that?
He poisoned me. And when I was sick, he took control of our clan. Now he commands whatever Lord Mitsuhide bids. It has caused us shame and anger, as you saw.
You do not support Lord Mitsuhide?
Do you?
I was a close vassal of Lord Nobunaga.
Ah, I presume then that we can speak plainly.
You said there has been trouble with your brother?
Trouble upon trouble. Sadaoki has joined a group under a secret name led by Mitsuhide. Do you know it?
The Shimbakufu.
Yes. I thought I could reason with him. I sent letters persuading him to break with Mitsuhide.
If he is Shimbakufu, you cannot save him.
You may be right. But he is my brother. I had to try. But my messenger was attacked outside Arashiyama, and Sadaoki's reply stolen.
We have only your word. What if you are also Shimbakufu?
Huh. If you recover the letter, you will see that what I say is true.
And what of your brother then?
If he refuses my counsel, I will go with you to Yamazaki Castle to confront him. It is my duty, but we will need help. I have an ally, a samurai from the castle guard, who is hiding at Kiyomizu-dera Temple. His name is Ujimasa, a good man. If you win his trust, he has knowledge that will help us.
Thank you. Understand that when we go to your brother, it will not be to reason with him.
I still hope it will not come to that. How am I going to get in there? Who are you?
Your lord sent me to recover his letter.
Oh, you won't want to when you learn what took it. Lord Sadatame didn't believe me, but if you're going in there, you should know. It was an Oni!
I would like to see what it looks like. Where do I go?
Oh, you don't want the Oni to see you. Trust me. It came from the bamboo grove. Follow the path behind the temple. Be careful, it's fast.
If I stay here, I will have to fight.
Who enters my forest? It is I, the Oni. Haven't you heard? You should be careful around here.
You look more like a common thief.
And you look like you're trying to be tough. You see how deceiving looks can be?
You stole a letter. Return it, or I will take it from you.
Lousy samurai. Let's see if you fight as badly as you smell. So that's how it's going to be. Let's play.
Do you want to keep going?
You are good, but I am better.
Give me the letter you took.
Nah, the real fight hasn't even started.
Now, who is going? You made that harder than it had to be.
That's the most fun I've had since I got here.
I want that letter.
Fair fight. It's yours. I can't read anyway. I'm bored of this place. I was hoping for more nobles. Maybe even those Issei idiots.
What do you have against the Issei clan?
Other than being rich, I had a girl in Kyoto once. Really cute, too. She was Sadaoki's servant. They treated her like dirt. They treated all their servants like dirt. I'm going to repay them.
Even if they deserve it, judgment is a treacherous road.
Whatever. Anyway, I heard some rich merchants are passing through villages near here soon. I might go and say hello.
do not recognize the language in this letter. What is this?
You survived? Did you get the letter?
Yes, but I cannot understand the code. Could you read it?
I'm still learning, but let me try. Your arguments. So much I do not help.
I meant read it aloud, to me.
Oh, sorry. Sadatame, your arguments are empty. We have already won. I do not need or want your help. I will not write again. Sadaoki.
Lord Sadatame was being truthful. Take that letter back to your lord. He'll be eager to have it. I must be ready for a fight here. No one saw that.
Someone there! Samurai or not?
This looks like a good spot to watch for Ise Sadaoki. Fascinating.
We're supposed to be scanning the crowd, not watching the match.
I have two eyes.
Shh.
All right, I am looking.
Ise Sadaoki is not here.
Damn.
At least now you don't have any other distractions. You can go watch the match up close.
I fear my presence there would be its own sort of distraction.
There are advantages to being at a distance. When you watch sumo up close, all you can see is might and muscle. But from here, you see the real threat in action.
More than once I've been outsmarted in battle. And I have the scars to prove it.
Of course you do. You are half this man's height, but you stand there like his equal. Like you could open his throat before he blinked.
I could.
She could.
Proof there is no realm in which strength alone determines victory.
So who will win the next bout?
The wrestler on the far side. A few years older, a few pounds lighter. But he will win.
They look the same to me.
And yet they are not. He will use his enemy's might against him. He will let the brute charge, then redirect that strength straight out of the ring. When at a disadvantage, one must manipulate all the forces at play to win. Like in war, or politics, or this very land.
What do you mean?
Foreigners are coming. The samurais prove enough of that. But there are still fools here who refuse to recognize the sea change. We are a string of islands in a vast ocean of ever-shifting powers. We are not strong enough to turn its tide. But if we pivot and ride this tide, we emerge victorious. Just like that fighter down there.
You are very confident. But the crowd does not seem to rally behind your man.
They will. When he's the one left standing and his enemies lie below, picking dirt from their teeth. Now I have become the distraction. Please excuse me.
You aren't going to stay and watch the match?
I do not need to. The Shogun! Here! I can't believe it!
Was that
The unseated Shogun.
Ashikaga Yoshiaki?
And he was right. Ise Sadaoki missed quite the show. saw that. Now we could reach the top of that pagoda if she wanted a challenge.
Welcome to the Kiyomizu-dera water streams.
I have not heard of these streams.
The water is renowned for its purity. Each stream here is said to bless any who drink from it. One stream brings love, another success, the rest, longevity. Yes, that's it. But choose carefully. You can only drink once. The greedy will receive nothing.
Love. There is not much worth fighting for without someone to share it with.
You chose well. Kangong bless you.
My thanks, Ujimasa.
You knew because I stammered, right? It is so hard to remember the words.
Lord Sadatame sent me. I must find a way into Yamazaki Castle to confront his brother.
It is past time Sadatame brought that corrupt little sycophant to here. But what you ask is dangerous, and I have no reason to trust you.
What must I do?
There are rogue samurai harassing people near Kyoto, though they have no right to call themselves samurai. I know of a samurai who likes to pick on one of the merchants there. Talk to him. He may know the rest of them as well.
I will deal with them. Then we will talk. I need to stay alert here. Excuse me. I am seeking Yamanakihei.
I am the Yamanakihei, yes. Proud purveyor of Kyoto's finest umbrellas. All of our city's most fashionable have them. Have you come to purchase one?
Perhaps later. The monk, Ujimasa, from Kiyomizudera, said you have rogue samurai you need help with.
Shh. One of them, Saburo, could be listening. I moved my cart from north of here because he kept knocking it over. I'm sure he's still there, waving his sword around like he's the greatest samurai in town.
Saburo may not act like a samurai, but a man with poor judgment and a katana is still dangerous.
Well, he's just one part of the Takahashi clan. Rotten fruit from a twisted tree. The lot of them, they must all be yanked out by the root.
You want me to kill an entire family?
Yes. One once worthy of esteem. But when the mother died, Inoshichi drove his children even harder in their samurai training. Discipline without mercy is cruelty. His children were not allowed to grieve, and the pain festered.
They became cruel, like him.
Take Shiro. He could crush your skull like a berry.
How can I find the Takahashi?
I would confront the family god. He's been loyal for decades. He's probably buying sake to drown his guilt.
Steady. They will be watching.
Watch this!
Sure you want to fight me? Crush you and enjoy it!
I did what I had to do.
Do not try anything.
This is the god who swore loyalty to the Takahashi clan. If the head of the Takahashi clan is killed, the siblings will most likely show themselves. This is an intriguing strategy. Ah, you are a rascal, I can tell.
Shiro smashed everything in sight because a merchant didn't have a blue fan. Can you believe it?
A blue fan? Why would that cause him to explode?
He wanted to gift it to his sister, Ichihine. He also had a tantrum down at the palace moat. What a mess.
Jiro has changed his patrol. Probably ran out of people to test his sword on. Still practicing Sujigiri? Cruel like his father. I wish I did not have to guard him. Where is the new patrol path?
I wrote it down. I had the note a moment ago. I went for a relaxing bath. West part of the city. Maybe I dropped it there.
I need to beat them to that note. Thank you, gods. Sweat.
Oh, I recognize you from Lord Nobunaga's court. Oda's giant, is it?
I am Yasuke. You worked with my ally Naue, a young woman from Iga? You trained her in tea ceremony etiquette.
So she has a name. I wondered what became of her. Can you send it to me? I have something I wish to discuss.
Certainly.
A pleasure to see you again, my child.
I remembered your lesson, Master Rikyu.
Yes, we meet as equals, as we are all equal under heaven.
I owe you a proper introduction. My name is Naue. What brings you to Kyoto?
I am advising a friend who is building a tea house. It has turned out to be a larger undertaking than first assumed. But the potential for wabi in this space is particularly enticing to me.
Wabi? The poverty of the space?
Yes, humility, simplicity, almost unfinished. You see?
I do see a very humble and simple space before me.
Well, perhaps a touch too unfinished, at any rate.
Your knowledge of tea surely extends to tea houses.
Tell me, did Sokyu appreciate the gift of the Shutoku?
When he heard it came from you, he promised to repay you for your act of generosity.
Is that so?
You were very kind to help me, Master Rikyu.
Then I have a favor to ask in return. A tea house is not complete without tea bowls. Would you find me some on your travels?
I found this tea bowl. It is simple, but clearly has an identity.
May I see it? If I didn't know any better, I would have thought this came straight from the collection of my teacher, Takenojo.
I'm glad you like it.
The other day, I came across a beautiful bowl, repaired in the kintsugi fashion.
I know kintsugi. My father's tsujibue was repaired this way.
So you know the damage is not treated as something to conceal, but rather as part of an object's story.
The imperfection makes it even more beautiful. It has a past.
And becomes all the more profound. Have you anything more for me to look at?
Not at the moment.
Come back when you have found any that will intrigue me. Think simple and refined. That is what I seek.